This is a story about a boy and his dragon. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jeff. He lived in a castle all by himself.
I live here, all by myself.
Every day, Jeff would look out the windows at the city below and think about how lonely he was living up in that castle all by himself.
I need to find myself a friend. I know. I'm gonna catch a dragon.
So he took off on an adventure.
I'm off to find a dragon.
He took off on a windy road out across the land. The first place he searched was the forest, for he thought that's where a dragon might hide. He entered the deepest, darkest forest he could find, but
no dragons here.
So he continued his journey and he went to the mountains. He found a treacherously high peak and he scaled it with the utmost of ease. But when he got to the top, he looked around for a dragon. However,
no dragons here.
So Jeff headed out to the ocean. He thought, this is where a dragon must be hiding. If I were a dragon, I would be at the seaside. So he looked and he scoured the horizon, but he couldn't see anyone.
No dragons here.
So Jeff decided it was time to call it a day. He hadn't found any dragons, so he decided he would head back to his castle. Yet strangely, on his way home, as he walked down a dark, deserted alley, he came across something that caught his interest. There, in the back of the alley, was a dumpster. But something was poking out of the dumpster. Two shiny little wings, two pointy little ears, and two glowing green eyes. He had found his dragon.
Aha, what's that?
Jeff snuck up on the dragon and captured her in his arms. He spun her around and around. Yet when he attached a leash around her neck, the dragon calmed down, and she became friends with Jeff, and decided to come with him. So they walked home to Jeff's castle, where they walked in through the front door up the stairs. And Jeff decided to make a nice little meal for his new pet dragon.
Crushed bones and goat hide
was what it was made of. But the dragon wasn't interested. She didn't like those types of food. She just poked and prodded at it with her dragon claws. So Jeff gave her a little bit of cat food on a spoon, which she enjoyed so much, she gobbled it all up. Jeff thought it was rather strange that this dragon would only eat cat food, but he decided to forget about it and go to bed. Tonight he was not lonely, for he had a new friend curled in his arms, his new pet dragon.
Good night, dragon.
But the next morning when Jeff awoke, something strange had happened. The dragon that had fallen asleep in his arms was no longer a dragon, but a kitten. It had all been a dream.
Oh, you're only a kitten.